Mamelodi's favourite showman welcomes an undefeated protégé from Amanzimtoti, KwaZulu-Natal, and in the main event, former champion Nkazimolo Zulu promises to destroy a Brazilian foe who has sworn to deliver the head of the Zulu warrior on a plate. 3 athletes at EFC Fight Night represent a city with a difficult past, a disastrous present and an uncertain future. Devastated by a natural disaster and repeatedly betrayed by those in power, the city of Durban will do what it's always done: take care of its own business and scrap to the bitter end. That's why this town is such a fitting birthplace of African MMA. Its fighters are a beacon of hope, the promise to survive, then hope to thrive, and a warning towards others to steer clear of stormy waters. These athletes and more lead a card of breathtaking action filled with the most talented mixed martial artists competing in Africa today, battling for rankings and contendership in the greatest combat league on the continent. This is the countdown to EFC Fight Night. Proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Nestled on the east coast of South Africa on the shores of the Indian Ocean lies the seaside town of Durban, a city synonymous with the growth of African mixed martial arts. Growing out of a no-holds-barred scene at the turn of the millennium, MMA began to flourish at events across the province, providing some of the earliest champions in EFC history. Names that remain whispers on the lips of modern fans: McClellan, Nell, the Hawkeys, the Van Stardens, Lino. And now a new generation is emerging to represent a town that has spent its entire history fighting, spearheaded by a royal blood of the Zulu kingdom, a returning prodigal son and former champion, Nkazimolo Zulu.
I moved on to Durban. I really wanted to come and check out the place, Durban, see if it would work for me. I had Dan Shield messaging me. He says, "Can you please come help me for this overseas fight that is coming?" Then I came down to Durban. I decided, no, I'm settling here and I love this place. To someone that has never been in Durban, bro, if you are not here in Durban, you're missing out. A lot of things. Culture, food is very nice. People are nice. People from Durban welcoming. Since I come back from Durban, I feel that home welcoming that can, remind me exactly who I am. My tribe is well known as warriors, I still believe that warrior genetic code still run in my veins, till today. That I think that is why, giving me that strive, pushing, feeling like a winner all the time, feeling like I just need to smash some Brazilians.
Lying on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean is another Natal, in the Brazilian province of Rio Grande do Norte, home of the legendary Pitbull Brothers gym, the fight camp of Zulu's opponent, Gian Patolino Souza, a man who has already stared death in the face and survived.
When I was a kid, I was pretty much sick all the time. I would have shortage of breath and I was fat. One of those times when I was leaving the hospital, I let go of my aunt's hand and run to the street, and I went out. I was knocked out by the shock, and I was hospitalized again. It gave me panic attacks for many years, and because of that, my family pretty much raised me on a bubble. They didn't want me to do any sports, nothing that had contact or that I could have any kind of impact. And there wasn't any gym in my town at the time, so I could train. And due to my family being worried about how frequently I was sick and about that accident, they didn't want me to play sports. But once a gym, a martial arts gym opened in my city, I convinced them. I started training, and funny enough, ever since I started training, I never felt anything of that again. I never got sick again. So it's like that's what my body was looking for. And training and doing martial arts has improved my quality of life and my mentality as well. And it was tough growing up like that, but I turned it over a new leaf, and everything's pretty much different so far. I'm not that fat boy that had shortage of breath for no reason. I don't have any panic attacks because of the accident anymore. I'm just me and I'm focusing on my dream. I know that I will be a world champion. I want to be able to give my parents a better life, to take care of them as they took care of me, and to be able to provide for my family and to assure my future. So that's the long-term goal, to be a world champion and to live off fighting and to be able to take care of those people close to me, those people that mean a lot to me. But right now, the focus is to win this fight, get the EFC title, and then together with my manager, we'll devise new plans and new what's after that.
Souza first came to South Africa with an undefeated record when he took on the current champ Lutando Biko in a war that many thought the Brazilian had won. Unfortunately, the judges disagreed and handed the man from Santa Luzia his first professional loss, with Biko going on to take the title, a shot that Souza believes should have belonged to him.
After the fight was over, I thought I had won. I watched it again, I saw that I made some mistakes that I've corrected, so I won't be making them again against Zulu, but I was pretty sure, and I'm still pretty sure, that I should have gotten the decision that time. And it was a fight against a former champion, and he is now the champion. So I'm really looking forward to step up again against him and get that one back. I didn't feel the sour taste of defeat. I didn't feel that I lost. I don't feel that I lost.
Desperate to complete a trilogy against current champion Lutando Biko, Zulu must beat Souza for a title shot against the man he controversially beat and then subsequently lost to in the rematch. Surprising everyone in their first reckoning by submitting the grappler with a second-round guillotine, the rematch with the belt on the line went to Koberger as Biko took revenge with vicious ground and pound in a loss that affected the former champion deeply. With 8 knockout finishes and 5 submission wins, he's now preparing to face one of the most dangerous jiu-jitsu practitioners on the roster by continuing to sharpen his grappling tools. Enter BJJ professor Vladimir Alves.
I work with Vladimir, so we work a lot together, like 2 times a day. Sometimes he has been a world champion in jiu-jitsu, so he knows what it takes to become one of the top. He knows exactly the sacrifice that you have to go through. Every time I train with him, it's like drills, all the time. So drilling with someone like that, it like helped me a lot to up my game.
We trained for the last few months. Zulu moved to Durban, but he's a very nice partner that I don't like to feel he's my student, but he's more than one partner because he have a big background and we share knowledge. If you see Zulu last fights, you can see he's only improving his ground game, and this is what we expect. Like, we don't believe he's going to have a hard time, but we are ready for that because we work very hard in defense and also in attack. What I expect for Zulu is I always Zulu won. I don't have any feeling about that. I know it's a big name, but it's no pit bull fight. The big name here, the big dog is Zulu. And for me, I am on his side.
I think his strategy to try and win against me, he's gonna try to shoot and hold me down. He's not gonna look for any submission. He's got very short arms and short legs, so I don't see him getting that submission. But I can get it quite easily. I told you that I'm gonna submit Shorty because everyone was saying, because he's never been submitted, all stuff like that. So I just did it to prove that I can submit him. I can also submit this guy. I know they call him a jiu-jitsu wizard. There's no wizard to me. I'm a Zulu warrior. I'll show you what I'm made of, bro.
The stakes are high for both fighters, with the winner getting a shot at the flyweight champion Lutando Biko, the only man to have ever beaten Souza, and who happened to take the title in Zulu's last fight at 125 pounds.
I think I never went into a fight with so much desire to win as I'm going to this fight against Zulu now. If it goes to the ground, I'm going to submit him. I have no doubt about that. I haven't shown not even 40% of my ground game in my fights yet. I didn't need to. If it stays on the feet, he knows once I'm connecting, he's out. So I'm not particularly worried about anything regarding this fight. I'm pretty confident in myself and the level that I've brought my abilities for this game. But I'm prepared if he doesn't fall, to keep going for 3 rounds. I worked a lot on my cardio for this fight to compensate for the high altitude and the effects it has on performance. I can see myself knocking him out. I'll tag him on the feet, and after hurting him, I'm gonna finish him on the ground and pound, or he's gonna be completely out from the punches on the feet. It doesn't matter exactly the way that I'm gonna get the KO, but I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm gonna get it.
I want both. I want the revenge, I want the belt. So if I want the belt, I must have the revenge. If I want the revenge, I must have the belt. So it works in two. So this guy is just another fighter standing in my way that he's got no idea what's coming for him. He's just standing in front of a very fast moving train that is gonna smash him into pieces.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, man. I'm ready. I will be the one. I will be the one that's going to destroy him. And I'm ready to bring his head on a silver platter back to Brazil.
You know what is Suza in Zulu? He's farting. Like that. I don't care if you're training with Pitbull brothers or even if you're training with the Pitbull themselves. Means nothing to me, and you are gonna get smashed. This is South African warrior. The Zulu warrior is coming for you.
Zulu, I'm gonna take your head off. Let's go! Vamos lá, galera!
Redemption is on the minds of many at EFC Fight Night. Preceding this monumental clash is a bout between the old school and the new, as the featherweight division's perennial contender Tumusang Madiba, desperate to overturn a 5-fight losing streak, hopes to play obstinate gatekeeper and lock the door to the upper rankings to Amanzimtoti's undefeated phenom, Bradley Swanepoel. Undefeated in over 30 bouts, the South Coast sensation is representing a new generation of athletes from Durban. A fighter born on the mats and moulded in the multi-disciplined combat style of his father, a natural finisher with knockout power and a scintillating submission game, Bradley Swanepoel is on a mission to unseat the president, and it seems it will take more than a natural disaster and state of emergency to stop him.
It was a hectic storm we endured, but at the end of the day, we always managed. Even if there was a roadblock or we couldn't get past here, find a different route, and we still came and did our thing. For a fighter's life, you have to make a way. If you really want it, you have to make a way. Rain, hails, thunderstorms, earthquakes, you make a way to come and train. But everybody pulled together afterwards, and that's how strong Toti is, and Durban is. They pull together and make a plan. It's like anything you can throw at us, it's you can build it back up. It's not the end of the world. Most guys have a coach and separately a dad, and then there's two different components you're living with and training with and doing everything. But now it's all put together, and that for me is like wow. It's so truly blessed to have that. I knew from small that I was built for this. This is my passion. I was born to do this. Really grateful that my dad could send me in the line of MMA, and when I started doing this more and more, from 4 years old to 10 years old, keep on going on our legacy, I started more enjoying, loving, having fun as my passion to do MMA. I wouldn't think of anything else what I would like to do. This is who I am. I've been doing this from 4 years old, like you said. I'm now 23, and yeah, it's been a long journey, and I would never change it for anything. With all the blows and bruises and scratches and just waking up every day and I need to go train as the best feeling in the world. I would never change anything, and to have my family and my coach and my brother right beside me. Wow, who else could say that? It's like, it's a dream come true, and to have this family bond that's so strong and so the unity. I mean, wow, yes, my mind's always blown to saying that and thinking of it, and always visualizing in front of me that they're right there every single day. My brother trains with me day in, day out. We put in the time, we put in the effort, and it's different too when you train with a normal student than what you know you're training with a brother. we both can handle slaps and punches, and that we make it as fun as possible, and it's so awesome to do that. I'm blessed and humbly blessed to wake up every day and know my family is right beside me.
Everything that I've done up till today has been for my boys. You know, to give you an idea, the first day I brought them out of hospital in the carry carts, they went directly from hospital to the gym. And they were in the carry cart, in the gym at nights, feeding them while I'm busy doing classes and training, all that, in the gym from day one. So not even from 4 years old, from day one. For me, the training and the coaching has become a lot more scientific, a lot more life coaching, a lot more martial arts orientated instead of just the fight. I'm protecting the whole time. You know, I'm pushing but protecting, and guiding as best as possible.
I'm truly blessed to have this opportunity to shine on the biggest stage of the world and against a legend. Humbly respecting, he's been there for a very long time. He's had so many fights. He's almost over 20 fights. I mean, wow, it's like really, really good. So to have that mindset, to know that you're going to go against someone like that and to test your skills, it's going to bring out the best in you.
Originally from Johannesburg's East Rand and now training at one of the greatest fight camps in Africa, the legendary CIT in Pretoria, Madiba is desperate to return to the win column and make another run for the belt. With an equally aggressive grappling style and knockout power in both fists, the namesake of the greatest South African to have ever lived is ready to spoil the beach party.
Fight camp's been good, alhamdulillah. We at CIT, we're putting in the work all the time, so yeah, just getting ready, prepping. When I moved out here, I remember telling my brother, you know, all this time I've been training just to fight, you know, and I'm at a place where I'm training to be a champion, you know. So I've taken losses since I've been here, so let's see what happens, you know. It's one of my superpowers I've always considered, like in MMA, you know. I've always been able to recover. 4 fights back to back, I'm the only one that can do it. It's not like I wasn't getting injured then, you know. Just now it's lights, camera, action all the time. First of all, I'm just honored to be part of EFC Fight Night because it's one of my goals, man. I love the organization. I fought at the Dome, I fought in Durban, I fought in Cape Town, so now I'm fighting at Fight Night. That's what it's all about for me. I'm fighting at Fight Night. And, you know, I'm Dumisang Madiba. Fans love me, man. I love myself, you know. It's a good shot for Bradley, you know. Champions have to be tested, you know. So I'm taking mine.
I'm really looking forward to this fight. I've been training hard, and my record shows it all that I want to be the best. I have over 30 fights, and I'm undefeated. At the end of the day, it's 2 gladiators going into the cage. Doesn't matter what record you have, all of that falls out the window, and it's you and him, and you're going to have a war. That's all. That's going to happen.
I know he's an aggressive fighter. I know he brings the fight on. We definitely do have a game plan for all that. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, like I say, as long as both guys can get in the cage, show respect, do it as warriors, and be respectful towards each other, I don't really mind what the outcome is. All I can say is the boys are preparing really hard, 7 days a week, putting a lot of hours in, a lot of sore bodies, and hopefully we can get it all together on the 7th of May and we can express what we've been doing all our life.
We want to make our legacy, our Swanepoel legacy, big and loud as possible for the whole world.
If I was to make a bold prediction, first round knockout. You know, first round by ground and pound, vicious ground and pound. Bradley, hope you're ready, Papa. Komfanga diranda, kom sienki, kom siena.
As the floodwaters descended and livelihoods were literally washed away, one gym in the north of Durban refused to stop the state of emergency, preventing it from competing on Fight Night. Domination Fitness pulled up its floors and continued the fight camp for one of Durban's most successful flyweights, Danshil Buddha Mudli, returning from prize fighting on foreign shores and back to the EFC Hexagon to face an undefeated rising star from Ekurhuleni, Gift, the Day Walker.
The last 8 months has actually been wild. The looting, now flooding, seeing my communities being taken away from us, being washed away. It's just been a crazy ride for Durbanites the last 8 months. You know, things have been, again, taken from us. And us as Durbanites, you know, we really came together and the community pulled through. And it's just been brought the people together. And I feel like this upcoming fight for me as an individual, I'm really gonna put my heart on the line and show Durban and KZN through all the challenges and adversities that there's victory. And when I get my hand raised, it won't just be me, it will be the rest of Durban with me. I owe so much to Durban MMA, actually, as a young fighter and now coming as an experienced fighter. Because I've been fighting for 11 years, involved in MMA for 12 years, and MMA fans and the people of Durban have seen me grow as not just a boy in the sport, but now I'm a man. And I just feel like it's been a wild ride for myself personally. I think the Octavia fight definitely stands out for me because I was the underdog in that fight, huge underdog, and they were already citing him to fight for the title. And I remember just having a tough mindset for that fight because he kept taking me down, takedown after takedown. And you even mentioned it in the commentary, takedown after takedown. And I was like, I just kept getting back up, getting back up, getting back up. Just keep taking me down. And the idea was just to knock him out on the night. And he took me down, and I just laid on top of him, and I grinded out the victory. So that was definitely one of my most memorable fights in the EFC. It's been 2.5 years out of the game, but not just sitting on the sideline doing nothing. It's been in the gym, hard grinding, traveling, meeting new people, training with them, and just like being one with the sport, with everybody, no egos. And I'm just ready to shine. Like, again, I spoke to you about all the trauma that Durbanites have been through the last 2.5 years, you can say, COVID, looting, the floods. And it's time that, like every day, the sun will come out. And I'm gonna shine. One fight night, that's it, done.
After an impressive amateur career and making quick work of his first 2 bouts in the EFC, the 21-year-old Walker has all the skills to beat the significantly more experienced Mudli. But for him to even be competing at this level is an achievement.
So I'm a simple guy. My training never changes. My partners never change. I've been training at House of Tinkerbell for the past, 9 years now. Straight from school, I left. My mom wanted me to study. I was like, no ways, I'm going to become a fighter. And I still think she doubts me a bit, but trust, I'm going to do it. And I've been coaching for 4, 5 years now, and it improves you. The more you help people, the better you're going to make yourself, because you see where people go wrong, and then you're like, actually, I think I'll also make that mistake. And hopefully in your next training session, you try to not make those mistakes as well. That's the way I look at it, man. It's just, I coach to better myself as well. But I'm super happy, got a nice tough fight against a tough opponent, Mudli, because of who it is, man. This guy, he's gone to Brave, he's fought on the international scene. It'll be a good way to get my name out there and show the world who Gift Walker is.
So I don't know much about Gift. I haven't seen much video of him as well. Apparently he's gonna be welcoming me back, and Durban, we always bring a little parcel when we visit our new neighbors. So you can expect a little gift on fight night, and let's go. And I hope he does. I hope he is training hard, and you know, good luck to him for the rest of his preparation. I mean, end of the day, this is a fight, but you know, we're friends outside. But when we get in there and the cage gets locked, my worst enemy. I'm making a way to the belt, and I'm gonna be the champion. I am the champion. I already see it. Law of attraction, man. You see, believe, achieve, and you know, give him my way, and I'm just gonna take him out.
Like I said, if I beat this guy, that puts me like up there with the guys. Like a few flyweight contenders, they really don't want this fight, so I'm like, I'm okay with that. So hopefully you beat an international like opponent, it puts you up there. You'll remember the name, man. You'll know Gift Walker after 7th of May. And hey, man, Dad, chill, dude. Hope you have a good training camp. Hope life's going good. Hope like everything's treated you well. Hope you have a good weight cut. And dude, hope to see you come 7 May, man. Like, we're gonna have so much fun, dude. Can't wait.
Let's go fight, fans. The Buddha's back in the EFC. It's a fight you've been waiting for. Gift, the Daywalker. I'm gonna be your worst nightmare. Let's go, baby.